Welcome to Everything Currency. This is a show where we talk about everything crypto and mo. I'm your host Jay, and today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about this market. So right now we are getting exactly what I thought we needed on these charts for it to be bullish. So the 13 and the I'll talk about it when I get to the charts, but I also want to talk to you guys a little bit about altcoins. So if you're excited about that, like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and let's just get right into it. So, for altcoins to run, we need Bitcoin and the rest of this market to get going in the upward momentum. So usually people say, hey, Bitcoin pumps first and then altcoins pump after. There's a couple coins, maybe Chainlink, there's a couple of them, Chainlink, Ethereum, that might pump before Bitcoin, but it's usually Bitcoin pumps first, gets everybody's attention, then the altcoins follow. Well, I always say Bitcoin pumps and altcoins are always pumping right along with Bitcoin. So now that we see Bitcoin had its nice pump for the last couple of days, we had about 7 bullish days in a row. Couple altcoins were doing great during that time if you had picked them up during those low bottoms. Luxo being one of those coins, you're able to get it at around $4 or $5. It's back down to $11, so you're doing about double your money on that in the matter of a couple of weeks, which is great. You don't really see that in other markets. So right now, getting really excited about this market. Gotta see this weekly close on Bitcoin in a bullish sense. So let's take a look at these charts right now, and then I'll tell you why this is important for our altcoins. So right now we need to see that right now what we're seeing is this. Like I said, this cross on this 13 and 34 right at the 40 was probably going to give us that extra momentum that we needed to finally break past the 40. We came up to about 42,600 and we dropped back down, retested that line a little bit. We retested the top of the wick, kind of wanted to see a longer retest there, but nonetheless it's good that we had that red day to kind of cool things off, because I was getting a little bit worried about so many green candles in a row. It wasn't looking that great, but now that we had these candles closed, this one closed down here, and then we continued up today. This is a daily chart, by the way. We continued up today. Let's say yes, tomorrow if we can get it's going to either be another pump to go ahead and try to test the 43, or it's going to be a retest of the 40. Either way, any of those is good. It's only two things it can do. Start dropping below the 40, then hey, that I've seen a lot of people calling for that. That would still be okay as well, because it would be fine if we came back down to around 37k and retested the 13 moving average, which would probably be a little bit more up here around 38k. So it'd be fine if we drop back down to 38k, but we got to see a quick bounce just like we seen on the 30th. So about 19 hours in this candle, it is looking good. We need to just close above these levels. So if things don't dump, we are looking great, and this might be a bullish engulfing candle as well, so that will be awesome. Looking at the total 2 chart, looking at the total 2 on the daily, boom, broke out of this line. The next thing we need to hit is the 925 billion mark. But what's cool right here also is, look, we're getting across on that 13 and 34 again, so things are barely getting started on the daily for the total, and hopefully we can come back up. We really need to retest this $1 trillion level for the entire cryptocurrency market cap. That's what we're going back to try to retest. So this could all be a dead cat bounce back to these levels, but I'm not really seeing that right now. So I'm going to stick with my bullish bias and say, hey, we're crossing bullish right here on the 13 and the 34. Usually there's for a first cross, and then there's a second cross that's really bullish. So we'll see what happens with that. And on the total, we are not exactly in the clear yet. We need to get out of this box right here, which is that sideways zone that I had on the chart. So this is the only thing saying, hey, it might be that dead cat bounce thing. If we don't get out of this, in the next couple days, starting early next week. Now, what actually is happening that kind of turned this thing around was also that the dollar chart. Remember, everybody said it was breaking out, and I thought that this thing was breaking out. I thought it had retest already, but when I readjusted the lines to the new information on the chart, seems like it didn't break out already, got rejected. And now what's kind of cool to see about this is that it dropped below the 34, came up to retest it, and that's where we are right now. So if we get rejected right here, we can see more downside for this, probably coming back down here, and that would be nice gains for asset prices. Now, the Fed says that they're not going to raise interest rates, and they're also going to continue their asset buying programs. Don't know what those asset buying programs were, but I said it in a previous video that they hired BlackRock, and BlackRock has invested in MicroStrategy, a roundabout way of copping on some Bitcoin. So hopefully that some of that money trickles down into Bitcoin, and which it usually does. So it's looking good on that front. Now, the other thing that's kind of looking bearish though is that there's talk about another lockdown, another COVID lockdown. That can put all this to an end, because when that COVID lockdown hit, black swan event. Bitcoin has a black swan event, and we drop down to some of these crazy levels. I think it will, bounce back up pretty quick, but just keep in mind, we got these black swan things going on. Whether you think it's manipulation or not, hey, if they decide that they want to lock things back down, that might send the whole markets, all of the markets, into a panic mode. That's just something that we can't really account for. There's not really a chart for that. So with that being said, if this continues, two things. One is this: the narrative that money flows into altcoins after Bitcoin is done. We haven't seen that in this cycle yet, because Bitcoin hasn't been done yet. So if Bitcoin pumps all the way to these where people are calling it, say 100K, that's the next big level that everybody wants to reach. Say 100K, we'll probably hit 99K. Just to mess with people, but we'll probably hit 99K, and then some of that money has to trickle into altcoins, and that will be awesome. All the while, altcoins are pumping alongside of Bitcoin. So that whole narrative of money pumping into Bitcoin, we haven't seen that yet, and I'm not sure if that's really going to happen. I do see this time around that a lot more people are into altcoins, although in the last bull run, I don't really know how heavy everybody was into altcoins. I just see it now. So that's just something to think about. So how do we use this information? Look, I was DCAing into some coins, like I said, picking up small amounts while these prices are dipping. Glad to see them recovering. I'm glad to see that I stuck to my guns and didn't sell too much going down. I took profit on a lot of things, getting out in profit, but I still kept a bunch of, I only sell a percentage of my bags. Whenever I even get rid of a coin, I never sell all of it. I'll keep some of it, so that's just something to think about. It's not financial advice, but let me know if there's any projects that you want me to check out, because I'm going to be doing a community coin video. I know I keep saying it, but I haven't been getting as many projects as I usually get, so that's just something that I want you guys to keep in mind. So like and subscribe, turn on post notifications. If there's anything you want me to talk about, let me know in the comment section. Don't forget that there's always impersonators and stupid scammers in the comment box pretending to be me. You got to see the little highlighted thing next to my name to make sure that it's me. Don't forget, if you're in my Telegram group and you're in there and you're paying for the Patreon, you can cancel your Patreon. You don't have to pay for the Telegram group. And if you want to get in the Telegram group, just let me know in the comments and I will get you in that thing. Like and subscribe, turn on post notifications. Till next time, peace.